What's up, YouTube, man? We back here with another video. I'm hyped. It's actually been a while. Man, the market has just been amazing these last few months. Just studying it a lot, trying different indicators, practicing different strategies, and just really just taking the time just to like black out, black out. And when I say black out, I mean just studying the market, studying people who are successful with the market, just things that they did to really separate themselves, really. That's things including, news watching, analytics with charts, just going over different indicators, everything that has to do with it. It's been a lot of studying. These last 2 months have been crazy. A lot of people say, and I kind of understand why they say it now. A lot of people say, especially when you're starting off, take the time, take the little bit of money, especially the small traders who think they could just come in the market with $100 and run it up to 100K or whatever. Take your time, use that little bit of money, get educated, join some communities, whether it's a Discord, Telegram, whatever you want to call it. Get a little mentor on the side. Really take your time and really study the market, because this is something, if you really learn and it becomes like this to you eventually, where you could just watch the market and you know exactly what's going on just by reading chart movements and having your strategies, you could literally make money anywhere. Right, so just take a little bit of time and use that time to study, right? And then, after you use the time to study, take a little bit of money, and now you'll feel a lot more confident, because not only have you been mentored, but you're also in different communities where you're getting more than one idea, right? And overall, if you're not sure on what communities to join, I put the link down low in one of the main Discords I'm in. Overall, the signals are amazing over there. The community is amazing. A lot of great traders just overall. So definitely click on that link if that's something that you want to be a part of, and get a little bit more of the live day trade style. So it gets real in that chat. Just know it gets real in the chat. A lot of profits are made. And it's a great just atmosphere to learn overall with the market. And like I said, that will be in the link below. But overall, if you have been watching the market recently, we know it's been stuck in a consolidation between 390 areas to 406 area. Every time there's CPI news or big news coming out, the market has been going up $10 to $12, a day. And then on the average, it goes up and down about $4 to $5, just towards the market of SPY. When I say market, I mean SPY. Majority of everything I trade is involved with SPY, so usually the way SPY moves will determine how most of these markets that I personally trade move as well. So like I said, overall, the market has been in a hold between 390s to 406, 407 area. Just been up and down consolidation between the two. Great price action. So, if you're a day trader, these are type of environments we love. I love environments like this where you can literally hop into a $200-300 trade, and if you play your cards right, you can turn it into $1,000 to $2,000. And overall, with price action like this, it can happen more often than most people think. So right now, after the market has been bouncing up and down between 406 to 390, right now currently we're around the 395 to 400 zone. And even here I have my chart here. Just to explain a few indicators that I use. I have my RSIs down low. I'll drop videos explaining, how to use the RSI. I have my EMA lines as well. Helps me determine the moving averages of certain time frames between the market. I also have, my main support line here. And then I have my Sonar Lab OBs. All right, this helps me determine when banks are buying and when banks are selling, right? And that's very important for the market. Very simple, nothing too crazy. Like I said, I'm somebody who's tried a million type of indicators just to realize the most simplest ones are the best ones to use. So overall this week, SPY is going to be one of the main markets that I watch. But before we continue, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and comment down below some more different type of stock market topics you guys want to learn about. I love to talk about it here on this channel. But overall, back to the charts. All right, so SPY's been in a solid trend line. And let me draw this out just to kind of explain to you guys what I'm talking about. All right, so SPY's been in a consistent trend line. And if you see here, every time the market drops, it hits off of this line, okay? So that's what we call trend lines for people who don't know what I'm talking about, all right? And even here, you could even add this trend right here, because it bounces to about these areas and then it drops. And even here, we can add an upwards trend, all right? So if you see here, every time this market bounces, it's bouncing right off this line, right? 1, even here got closed, 2, and then even recently 3. Down here, same thing. Every time it drops, it bounces, 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 right? So this is letting me know Anytime this market is around either the upper side or the lower side, I'm looking for either a call down here or a put down here, right? Until this market breaks, right? Until this trend line breaks. So that's typically the first things that I do, right? Next thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna mark some of my major support and resistant line areas. All right, because I simply just want to know when this market usually drops in the past, and then usually when this market bounces in the past. All right, so I'm just marking some few support and resistance lines. If you're really not sure how to mark these, I have a video here on my channel breaking this down in full detail, right? But just know it's very, very important to know where your support and resistance lines are. All right, so I believe, so I don't want to really go too far down, right? I just want to keep it simple near the areas that we're looking at, and we have another one just about right here. All right, so I usually mark it on the 4 hour or the 1 day, keep it nice and simple. Therefore, the market just looks clean, right? And I can see a good time frame of the market while it's looking clean, usually on that 4 hour to 1 day. But when I'm day trading, I like to look around the 5, 10, or 15-minute time frame, right? Those are usually my go-to time frames when I'm in and out of a market. And even here, I'll change these colors to, I'll change these colors to green, all right? All right, cool. So now that I marked my support and resistance lines, second thing you usually always want to find out is what news is going on that could really affect this market. All right, so I'm going to save y'all the research. I'm going to save y'all all the extra time you need in the internet right now. Currently, right now, there's a CPI report that's going to come out tomorrow. If you guys don't know who typically speaks in the CPI report, you got guys like Powell, who actually speaks tomorrow. So Powell usually know a lot about the overall economy of the United States, whether it's, money, whether it's housing, whether it's taxes, whatever the case may be. He knows a lot more than most people know. So he gives these reports kind of just letting everybody know where we are in the market currently, right? Are we still in recession numbers? Are we out of recession numbers? Typically, the reason why the market is so volatile during these days is because people are so cautious on where they put in their money, right? So any type of small little misdemeanor that Powell says, people are selling, and a lot of people are selling, and it's people with big positions, right? Some people put a couple million into contracts. Some people might put a couple $100 million into a contract, right? But these people are in and out, right? They're trying to get quick 2-3%ers, right? Make their money, all right? So anything volatile that or anything surprising or shocking or anything that worries people, people are in and out. Therefore, the market is skyrocketing during days like the CPI. And then once the news and the CPI is officially over and people get a full conscious of, okay, we are either out of a recession or we're in a recession, then we see the market fly or we see the market drop, just depending on the news. So with that said, now I just want to look at my charts here, right? So I see now that we're near this support uptrend, right? So if you see here, it's bouncing, and even here, I'll kind of even just go and zoom in. All right, quick zoom in, right? So we're right here near the support, right? Near my support trend line. So this is usually letting me know this is an area I want to buy calls in. Another indicator I have is my Sonar Lab, right? It's letting me know here a lot of banks are looking to buy around the 392 area, which we seen earlier today. All right. My third indicator, right, on my RSI, we seen that the market was way under oversold, right? Usually when it's down here, that's what it means. So typically with these three indications, it's letting me know to get into buys, right? Here, for you guys that don't know, this basically lets me know when there's heavy block orders in this area. Typically, we'll see a lot of choppiness the longer this is, right? The longer out this is. All right, so not a lot of choppiness on the upside if we see here, right? But we have the CPI report. So a lot of people today don't really know what to expect with the CPI, but we have a lot of people who are charting and analyzing the market, seeing that we were near this upwards trend line here and have bought calls, right? Like I said, and also banks were looking to buy calls in this area, right? And also we're near the 200 EMA line, right? Which is one of the main indicators for, a heavy support or resistance area, right? So once we got here to 392, man, it was lights over, right? We even tried to drop down, boom, pop right back up. This is letting me know the market doesn't want to be down here right now, right? A lot of people may be nervous, maybe a little bad news coming out here and there. The market don't want to be down here, all right? So overall, a lot of people may be bullish right now, now that we're back here near this downtrend. And even if you look back here, look how crazy this pop was, right? This was the last CPI reports that came out, right? So just to give you guys an example of what these reports mean in the market, the last time we had a CPI report, the market, we was out here near the 393 areas, right? 393. From there, market is consolidating. CPI report comes out. We go from 393 all the way to 407 in one day. All right. Now, if you bought calls in that area, you balling. You balling after that. All right. You probably good for the rest of the week, maybe the month, right? If you trade it the right way. All right. So a lot of times CPI reports with sudden news, it don't matter, right? If it's good news, it's going to pop. If it's bad news, it's going to drop. But these indications let me know if it is good news, we're going to be gone, right? Because if this uptrend continues, we're looking around the 413, 415 areas that we could see this market bounce up to, right? Which is around here or around here. All right. So what I want to see tomorrow to kind of justify whether I want to get into calls or not are two main zones. Okay. The first zone I'm gonna be watching is the 400 price, right? So around here, 399, 400 price, right? If we break this zone, right, typically mean if a candle closes above this zone and we see consolidation, we broke officially the 399 to 400 zone. If we break here, I can see this market going all the way to 403 to 404 by the end of tomorrow. All right, so we know if we buy calls, once we pass that 399, 400 zone and we hold, we could get a nice little 90 to 100% right there. All right, so one thing I have to say about that though, because I know a lot of y'all greedy. All right, y'all get too hasty into this market. Y'all sometimes in good positions, but y'all don't know when to get out. Right? I always like to say, get 3 to 4 contracts. If you're low budgeting, get 3 to 4 contracts. And have take profit zones. Right? So if your overall destination is getting in at 400 and selling at 403. Get 3 contracts, sell one at 401, sell one at 402, sell the third one at 403. Therefore, you're locking in profits, right? And you're leaving a runner. So overall, that's the easiest way to kind of, maneuver around, being too safe while being a little risky at the same time. All right, and keep it usually a 10 to 20% stop loss, right? You want your gains to outweigh your losses. So with that being said, if we pass this 400 zone and we start consolidating there 400 to 450, then I expect, and then we break around the 450 part, I can see us going to 404 by the end of tomorrow. All right. Now, with that being said, right, days of the CPI, you want to aim for quick short positions because the market's going to be volatile. You don't want to be stuck in the middle of an uptrend, then CPI reports are finished, bad news come out, now you're stuck. All right, so that's the risky part of it. You want to stick to your key support and resistance, ride that wave once it breaks for a quick 10, 20%er and get out, right? Be early to the party, leave early before the cops come knocking. All right, that's what I always love to say. In and out. Okay, now with that being said, if we break around this 396 area, right? I see here my blue and my pink EMA lines, my 50 to my 100-day EMA lines are in this area. Huge support areas, right? So this letting me know if the market drops here, and let me zoom in, right? I want you guys to be able to see everything I'm talking about here. All right, so if this market breaks, right, my main 100 EMA or my 50 EMA, right, I'm looking for puts, right? Whether it's a put down to 395 zone or put even back down to my support line for the trend, which is around 394, 393. All right. And then if we break 390, all right, if we break 390, ladies and gentlemen, I'm letting you know, I'm gonna be the first to tell you the market's going to hell. All right, we break 390, we're gonna start seeing around 380s, 370s gradually before the next, news come out. All right, and if that's bad, then you know the rest. All right. So overall, the main zones I'm watching tomorrow are 400, right? If we break 399 to 400, I expect the market to go around 403 to 404 zone. But on the downside, if we break 396, right, high 395, so anything above 395.75, if we break any of those areas, I'm getting into some puts and I'm selling around 394, right? 395, low 395s, maybe around 395 and 10 cents, 15 cents, or high 394s, right? Those are my target areas, All right. Then, like I said, if we seriously break 390, then I might swing some puts off of that. All right. But like I said, I'm overall think that December is a bullish month. So with that being said, we could see some bullishness in the market, but overall, I think the market is bearish. I definitely think the market is going to soon, drop once we hit the New Year's recession. If you keep up on news and just everything with the war, housing increased, housing just in general, the jobbing. Right, I think our market is, definitely going to drop here. But like I said, December is typically a bullish month. We have Christmas. We have a lot of businesses making money. So typically we see the market just going up in general. January, February, they're going to be the interesting months for me. All right, so that's going to be the months that, either we're going to fly or we dropping. All right, so overall, that's what I'm watching for tomorrow. If you have any questions on anything, drop it down low in the comments. I definitely would love to help any of you guys out. Like I said, if you're looking for a community to join where we, talk about this type of stuff all day, you'll get to see live trades with, analyzers explaining this type of stuff. The Discord is down low in the link. All right, so make sure you click on that link and join the community. If you learned something from this video, if you're even excited about tomorrow, make sure you hit that thumbs up button, right? Show the channel some love. It's going to give me some encouragement to keep putting these videos out for you guys, right? Because at the end of the day, I want everyone to eat. So without further ado, guys, I hope you kill it in the market. I'm going to see you guys tomorrow when we call out some more things. Peace.